My name is Stephen Weber, and this is BitRook, the simplest way to clean your data. Today we're going to be going over how BitRook works, how to use it, and some of the really cool features. In order to show all those different features, I've already subscribed to the Pro account and already logged in. You can see that by just seeing this Pro little badge up here. I know you tend to gravitate probably towards the clean CSV, but today we're actually going to start off with the view CSV. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on View CSV and load a 500,000 record data set. And as you can see, it loads really quickly, way faster than any spreadsheet program or anything like that. And we've done speed tests to prove it. Here you can see a number of different samples here. It shows every column. Then you can click on columns and actually see the different columns as well too. It tries to identify the data type and the kind of data, like an address, phone, email, date, currency. There's a couple others. It also tries to see if it identifies any PII data. That would be name, address, in this case, email, and so forth. You can actually see a sample of the data in that column as well. And it's pretty easy to view. Now let's go back. Let's have some fun and actually clean a CSV file. I'm going to select a data set. Let's select this smaller data set. And as you can see, I can see the number of records here, missing rows, missing duplicate rows as well too. If I click on View Missing, I can actually see the row percentage missing, total, row count as well, missing row count, and the missing percentage and value count for each column. Really easy to view all that data very quickly and visually. I can also see duplicate rows and see that there is 2 duplicate rows here. If I scroll down, I can actually remove those duplicate row records just with a click, handle missing rows in various different ways. And as we scroll down here, these are the different columns. So sometimes you only want to select a few columns to actually use in your data cleaning. And so in this case, I'm going to select all of them except I'm going to take out this user agent. This is just not helpful for me right now. I'm going to click Next. And it's analyzed all those columns that I had selected. Here it gives me the column, attributes about the column, the type of data it is, a sample of that, standardizing methods, a lot of common ones, and the output of that standardizing method. There's also a few other little hidden features in here, like viewing a whole bunch of samples of that data, if you want to see a variety of them, and also some really cool features in this column details, which we're going to check out soon. One particular feature that's really easy to use that can be cumbersome in the beginning, and also honestly just take a lot of time for a data scientist, is standardizing the data. In this case, I want to take this full name and actually turn it into last name only. It parses the name and gives me just the last name. Here, I have the address. I'm going to select, I just want the state code actually. Just simplify it, really simple there. Phone number, we have a whole bunch of phone number standardizations, including validating the phone number for international, national, and E164 format. Here's also email. I'm going to just get the domain if it's valid. Birth date as well. You can do a lot of different date parsings here, even by quarter. Some pretty amazing capabilities here. I'm going to turn the total into a nice clean float, so in that way I don't have to parse off that $sign later. And on the amount, I'm going to actually dive into the column details here. On this, you can actually see the number of records, different distinct values, all the different great, fantastic statistical data, including quantiles and samples. If I click on distribution, I can quickly see a distribution of these particular column. If I click on values, I can see the frequency percentage of each value, the count as well too. Looks like I have an outlier here, and we can actually click on binning. We can even bin this into different groupings as well, and turn that even into a column. So really easy to start to make data that is more helpful in building a model. Outliers and actually see the different values as well, and quickly get a sense of the outlier. Here we can see that 52 is quite a bit of an outlier, and it identifies the outlier values really easily in a table. And then you can actually just filter them out here too by setting a range. So really quick to discover those outliers, filter them out, and move on with your day. We're going to click Next, and then we're ready to clean. So we've selected the different fields we want. We've prepped, analyzed them, and standardized them in some circumstances. And now we can also create a validate script, a profile script, and we can even split the data into different percentages here. This is great for training data, for machine learning or something like that model. Here we're going to do all of these different things, and it's also going to create the script for cleaning and standardizing all that data that we just went through. It's going to place it all here in my file location, and I just click Clean Data, and it's even going to be able to handle large data sets as well too. It does it all through chunking, very common pandas method, and here we can see it's already done. And it's removed a whole bunch of records that we didn't need because we removed some of those columns. And here we can see this is the source CSV file that we started with, our Python script, and our output CSV file as well. And the other files in there are the validate and the profiling scripts as well too. And here's the clean data sample. As you can see, here's one particular one where I've gotten the last name, here's the total as float, and so forth. Since I didn't remove any missing rows, those are still in here as well. And that's BitRook in a nutshell. So there's lots of other features and in-depth capabilities, and we'll be adding more shortly. So thank you so much for your time, and can't wait for you to try BitRook. Thank you.